Imagine a world where statues rose as high as modern skyscrapers, where fire towers pierced the night sky, where entire mountains of stone were carved by hand, and where gardens floated above the desert sands. 2,000 years ago, travelers wrote about 7 creations so extraordinary that they called them the wonders of the world. They were symbols of power, of wealth, of faith, of human ambition. Today, only one of them still stands. The rest are gone, destroyed by earthquakes, consumed by fire, dismantled by conquerors, or swallowed by time itself. This is the story of how the greatest monuments ever built disappeared from the earth. The Colossus of Rhodes. On the island of Rhodes, the Colossus once towered 33 meters high, a bronze giant shimmering in the sunlight. It was built to celebrate victory over an invading army, a symbol of freedom and human ingenuity. For 12 years, the sculptor Pharos worked tirelessly, raising massive bronze plates on a skeleton of iron and stone. But in 226 BCE, a powerful earthquake snapped the iron supports, and the mighty Colossus fell, crushing everything below. For almost 800 years, the broken giant lay on the shore. Finally, in 653 CE, conquerors dismantled it, shipping the bronze away on 900 camels, leaving nothing but stories and the faint memory of its glory. The Lighthouse of Alexandria. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, standing over 120 meters tall, guided sailors safely into the bustling harbor of one of the ancient world's greatest cities. Built by architect Sostratus under King Ptolemy I, it combined beauty with ingenuity. A fire atop the tower, reflected by polished bronze mirrors, could be seen from 50 kilometers away. For centuries, it survived invasions, earthquakes, and the shifting tides of empires. But nature eventually claimed it. Repeated earthquakes reduced the mighty lighthouse to rubble, leaving only the foundations beneath the waters of Alexandria's harbor. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The gardens, said to be built by Nebuchadnezzar II for his wife Amytis, were a paradise suspended above the arid plains of Babylon. Terraced gardens, lush with trees, vines, and waterfalls, created the illusion of floating greenery. Ingenious irrigation systems lifted water from the Euphrates to sustain the verdant oasis. For centuries, they captivated kings and conquerors alike. But without constant maintenance, the gardens could not survive. Rivers dried, foundations eroded, and eventually they vanished beneath the sands. Today, we search in vain for any trace of their beauty. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus. The Temple of Artemis in Ephesus was a marvel of Greek architecture, 127 marble columns adorned with sculptures and artwork, forming a sanctuary worthy of the goddess. Built over decades, it stood both a temple and a fortress. In 356 BCE, a man named Herostratus set it ablaze, seeking fame. The fire destroyed the temple's wooden beams, leaving the marble fractured and scorched. Rebuilt even grander, it survived for centuries, only to be looted and dismantled as empires rose and fell. By the 19th century, nothing remained but one solitary column, standing as a silent witness to the temple's former glory. The Mausoleum at Halicarnassus. Mausolus, ruler of Caria, and his wife Artemisia built a tomb so magnificent that his name gave birth to a word, mausoleum. A combination of Greek, Egyptian, and Lycian architectural styles, it soared 45 meters high, crowned with a chariot of 4 horses. Sculptures of lions, humans, and deities adorned its walls. For centuries, it stood unchallenged, but powerful earthquakes reduced it to rubble. Later, crusaders dismantled its stones to fortify nearby castles. Today, only foundations and fragments remain, hinting at what once was an unparalleled monument to love and ambition. The statue of Zeus at Olympia. Zeus, seated on a throne of cedar, ivory, and gold, was a towering presence in Olympia. Crafted by Phidias in the 5th century BCE, the statue was a masterpiece of chryselephantine art. The eyes held Nike, goddess of victory, in one hand, and a scepter topped with an eagle in the other. For centuries, pilgrims marveled at the statue's grandeur. But as the Roman Empire fell and Christianity rose, the statue was moved, eventually destroyed in a fire in Constantinople. The throne, the ivory, the gold, all vanished, leaving only stories and sketches behind. And yet, one wonder remains: the Great Pyramid of Giza. Built as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu, it has stood for over 4,500 years. Unlike the others, its sheer mass of stone made it almost impossible to destroy. Every block, perfectly placed, has resisted earthquakes, fires, and the passage of time. It is a testament to human ambition, precision, and the desire to reach the heavens. While the other wonders disappeared, the pyramid remains, a silent giant in the Egyptian desert, watching the sands of history roll by. Conclusion. The lost wonders of the ancient world are more than monuments. They are reminders that even the mightiest structures, no matter the gold, the bronze, or the ambition behind them, are not immune to the ravages of time. Only the Great Pyramid survives, standing as a bridge between the ancient and the present, a symbol of human ingenuity that still inspires awe.